on the dawn of February 22nd. The record was held by Xylonox. These times were considered very beatable, with new strategies like E-Ring, Bastionauts were being improved, and the category was going through changes. Mainly, the F3 screen and using blind travel. Combined with a group of new runners hitting their stride, it was the perfect storm for getting new Minecraft speedrun world records. Current strategies at the time are as follows. You get iron from either a shipwreck or a village, no buried treasure, and then find lava. If you chose a shipwreck, then you go to a magma ravine. If you go to a village, you look for a lava pool or a completable ruined portal. Once you enter the nether, you try to find a bastion and a fortress. In the bastion, you get 10 obsidian to blind travel, and plenty of pearls to pearl around the nether. You go to the fort, and you get 6 or 7 blaze rods, depending on how risky you want to be. You blind, throw eyes to see how far away you are, dig down on 4-4, navigate the stronghold, and one cycle the dragon with this new setup. So the new meta came down to the emergence of F3. So take everything I told you about F3 and forget about it, because the first run is by great citizen Aluminina. So on February 22nd, Aluminina spawns in and sees the village, which back then was really all you could ask for. The village has 2 blacksmiths right next to each other. He makes tools and gets obsidian, plus lava from the blacksmith, and it's enough to enter the nether at 3 minutes. He spawns in a basalt. With the E-ring and pie chart for a fortress, he actually doesn't use any of them. Why? Well, because he doesn't feel like it. So he descended direction, and after a bit of running, he sees the fortress and enters it at 4:15. Once he's in the fortress, he sees the bastion. He decides to play the fortress first anyway, and kills blazes with 3 hits from an iron sword. Aluminina gets great blaze spawns and drops, and is out of the fortress in 1 minute. After fireboat mention, he enters the bastion and does this new route. Look how cool it is! Aluminina makes a bit of a mistake by not throwing the piglins to gold, but he's still blinding at 8 minutes, which is crazy pace for the time. The stronghold's super far, but he's able to kill the terrain with pearls and boating, but it still takes 4 minutes to get to the stronghold. What does help is that the portal is ocean exposed. I've been comparing this run to the previous world record because there are 2 of them. But Xylonox enters the end 10 seconds faster than Aluminina, and Radix enters the end 30 seconds slower. Then the dragon perched, and Aluminina hit the no F3 1 cycle.
Do I do it? Let's see. Oh, and the dragon gets so low there. I'm so happy the dragon didn't break the bed. That could have been so bad, but yes, I get a 5 bed. Almost, kind of close to a 4 bed. I mean, you can't complain with the 5 bed. But yeah, GG, that's world record, and I'm just gonna let the reaction play. What?
For the first sub 14. Now, this is great and all, but it's the first of many world records we'll be going over. Two-letter name spawns in a shipwreck. He makes tools and then boats to a buried treasure for food. He enters the nether at 3:30 and instantly spawns in the bottom of a housing. He does the manhunt route and leaves the bastion at 5:40. Then it takes 90 seconds to find the fortress, easily the biggest time loss. He enters fort at 7:20 and it takes a bit to find the spawner, but by the time he does, he already has 5 rods because of the crazy strays he got. He blinds at 9 minutes, and the blinds are around 300 blocks away, making up time on Aluminina. But then 2 eyes break, and his chances of world record go down. Two-letter name enters the stronghold first, but Alumina's was ocean exposed. He navs quickly and sees 4 eyes in the portal frame, but still needs a good perch for world record. And he gets it, 13:48. The last 2 runs are pretty close in time, but on the 24th, the very next day, something crazy would happen. Two-letter name once again spawns in and enters the world and plays a shipwreck plus buried treasure overworld. He enters another at a similar time and sees a bastion and fortress immediately. He does the same treasure bastion route as Aluminina, and then he pearls to the fortress, entering 20 seconds faster than his world record. He kills blazes at the spawner for 90 seconds and goes to good blind course. He blinds at a similar time, throws an eye, pearls, and then throws another eye, and the angle changes by 25 degrees. He's able to enter the stronghold a minute ahead of his other run. Then he instant-nabs. After all of that, he enters the end at 11:10, still needing a solid perch for the record, but a great one could blow the category open. And
oh, I'm free bird, yeah.
$12.12. This was a shocking occurrence. This broke the record by 90 seconds. What was bigger is that a sub 10 is looming. And the question is not if it would happen, but instead when. All they needed was a great seed. FE666 had a 1438 PB before this run, and was known for their harsh resetting, so it's no wonder why they got this incredible seed. FE666 spawns right next to a bastion, and is able to use the new E-ring to find it. He uses Dowski route and is able to enter the fort at 5 minutes, much faster than the other runs. FE666 has a tough time finding the blaze spawner, but then goes 6 for 6. FE builds his blind portal at 8 minutes, but then he dropped his fire charges. It's okay because he has gravel and iron. FE666 has a 100 block blind, but it's in rough forest terrain, digging down much faster than 2-letter name and instant nabbing. FE666 needs a solid perch. FE666 got the first sub 12. We are 2-minute barriers away from the sub 10. The next one was done by our second controversial figure of the video. Sizzler runs to the village without a blacksmith. He spots the ruined portal and enters the nether without an iron pickaxe. Sizzler spawns into the nether, sees a blaze spawner on a platter, and gets above average blaze rays. Sizzler then runs to a nearby treasure bastion, getting iron from the chests and then almost dying. After Sizzler gets everything, he forces 150 blind coordinates because FSG, and then Sizzler uses Pearl Fall damage to kill himself. While now this is the main strategy for a death reset, back then this was seen as genius. He enters the end at low 10 minutes, and then after Sizzler's record, I think we all know what happens next. Brentilda spawns in and loots a village, having a similar enter to Sizzler, just without a pickaxe. Brentilda sees a bastion and a fortress in the nether. Brentilda gets iron from the bastion, then pearls to a fortress. Brentilda makes use of the 5RD, a new strategy. Then, that uses the dark arts of speedrunning to spawn more blazes. Then it's time for the blind travel. This is where everything comes together. When Brentilda loaded into the nether, there was a fossil in the 0-0 chunk. Using the position of the fossil within the chunk, Brentilda goes to optimal blind coords. Then,
Dude.
Dude. What? Dude. Oh my god.
It makes sense for the greatest stretch in Minecraft speedrunning history to end with the greatest moment in Minecraft speedrunning history. If you enjoyed the video, then good for you, I guess. And have a nice day.